You know I'm 62 and people still ask me how I keep doing what I do? Running across rooftops, hanging from helicopters, no stunt double, no shortcuts. Truth is, it's not just about what I do during the day. It's also about what I eat before I sleep. Most men my age focus on staying active, but they forget one critical window: the hours before bed. That's when your body decides whether to repair or deteriorate. And if you're still eating the wrong foods at night, foods that spike your blood sugar, inflame your joints, or slow your recovery, you're sabotaging your strength without even knowing it. I've seen it happen. To friends, to colleagues, to men who train hard but wake up sore, swollen, and stuck. Sounds wild, right? I thought so too, until I experienced it firsthand. Here's the truth. I learned the hard way: every night you go to bed without giving your body the right fuel, it kicks into what experts call a catabolic state. A quiet breakdown of your muscle mass. You don't feel it, but night after night, strength, energy, and muscle slowly fade. And if you're over 60, it hits even harder. Some of the smartest minds in Spain, we're talking science-backed studies from institutions like the Revista Española de Nutrición Humana y Dietética and SEDCA, found that people over 60 can lose up to 8% of their muscle mass each decade. And here's the kicker: most of that loss happens while you're sleeping. Why? It's pretty straightforward, though. It rattled me when I first heard it. While you're asleep, your body goes a long stretch without food. No nutrients means your system scrambles for energy, and it starts breaking down your muscles to get it. Now, I used to think skipping dinner or eating light before bed was smart. Turns out I was unknowingly training my body to eat away at itself. Even crazier. Based on clinical models, you could already be down 0.2% of muscle just from watching this video. Sounds tiny. Multiply that across weeks, months. It adds up fast. Weakness, balance issues, more dependence, all creeping in under the radar. But here's where things get exciting. Research has also shown that eating the right kind of food before you sleep can flip the script entirely. And the number one food. According to a 2024 Spanish study, it boosted muscle protein synthesis during sleep by 22%. No gym session needed. That blew my mind. Even more shocking, 99% of older adults don't even know this food exists. I'll tell you, there were mornings I woke up sore, stiff, or just drained. But this little adjustment, it changed everything. It can change it for you too. Doesn't matter how old you are, you can still regain strength, boost your energy, and get back your independence. You're not too old, not even close. So here's what I want you to do. Drop your age in the comments. Let's see who's ready to turn things around and reclaim that power. Now, let's dive in. We're starting with number 8 on the list. It's old school, it's underrated, and it's one of my secret weapons. Number 8, cottage cheese. All right, I know what you're thinking. Not the flashiest thing in the fridge. But let me tell you, this stuff is a game changer, especially if you're north of 60 and want to hang on to your hard-earned muscle. What makes cottage cheese so effective? It's loaded with casein protein, a slow-digesting powerhouse that delivers amino acids steadily over 6 to 8 hours. That's exactly what your body needs during the night when it's usually scavenging for energy. Compare that to whey protein, which burns through your system fast, and it's no contest. Casein keeps your muscles nourished throughout your entire sleep cycle. There's a study, same nutrition journal from Spain, that showed adults over 60 who ate 30 grams of casein before bed increased their overnight muscle protein synthesis by 31%. Translation: while others were unknowingly losing muscle overnight, this group wasn't just holding steady, they were actually gaining. Here's how I've been doing it: about half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese 30 to 60 minutes before lights out. If it tastes too plain for your liking, throw in a few slices of banana or sprinkle a little cinnamon. The natural sugars won't mess with your sleep and the potassium. That'll help your muscles relax. It might seem like something your grandpa used to eat, but believe me, if you're waking up feeling sore, tired, or just off, this one small habit can be the quiet key to getting your strength back night after night. Number 7, hard-boiled eggs. You know, I used to underestimate these little guys. But once I hit a certain age and started noticing how much harder it was to maintain lean muscle, I had to rethink everything. That's when I came across a game-changing tip: hard-boiled eggs. These things are like compact nutrition bombs, and for older adults, they're practically gold when it comes to preserving muscle. What makes them so effective? They're packed with complete proteins. That means they deliver all the essential amino acids your body needs. One amino acid in particular, leucine, plays a lead role in triggering muscle growth. Now, here's the part no one tells you: after 60, your body just doesn't process protein like it used to. Even if you're eating the right amount, your system might not be absorbing it efficiently. But whole eggs, they get the job done. I read a Spanish study by the Sociedad Española de Dietética y Ciencias de la Alimentación that revealed something wild. Older adults who ate whole eggs before going to bed retained 19% more muscle mass over just 12 weeks than those who didn't. And here's something even more fascinating. They also had higher levels of IGF-1, a hormone that plays a huge part in tissue repair and naturally drops with age. What do I do with this info? Simple. I eat 1 or 2 hard-boiled eggs about 30 minutes before hitting the pillow. They're easy on the stomach even if you're not feeling hungry late at night. And if you want to get extra mileage out of them, here's the secret I use. Sprinkle a little turmeric and black pepper on top. Turmeric helps curb inflammation that tends to sneak in at night, and black pepper boosts its absorption. I'll tell you, it might not seem like much, but it's one of those small moves that creates a big shift. You either wake up with a spark of strength or that same nagging fatigue that drags you down. It helped me choose strength every single morning. Number 6, tuna in olive oil. Now, this next one might raise some eyebrows. I know tuna isn't what most people think of when it comes to bedtime snacks, but let me tell you from experience, this is one of the most underrated nighttime weapons I've added to my routine. Why does it work so well? It's loaded with lean protein and omega-3 fatty acids. That's a power combo, not just for building muscle, but also for cutting down inflammation and speeding up recovery. Especially if you're over 60 and feeling those post-workout aches or joint stiffness, this one's a lifesaver. But here's the key: always go with the version packed in olive oil, not water. That extra virgin olive oil isn't just for flavor, it slows digestion, which means your body gets a steady drip of amino acids while you sleep. That keeps you in a muscle-building anabolic state longer. A clinical study in Nutrición Clínica y Dietética Hospitalaria showed that older adults who ate protein-rich omega-3 packed foods before sleep increased their overnight muscle protein synthesis by 34% compared to those who skipped the healthy fats. Olive oil also helped the body absorb fat-soluble vitamins better and reduced markers of inflammation in the blood. I take half a can of tuna in olive oil and sometimes pair it with a few slices of cucumber or a piece of whole grain bread if I'm hungrier than usual. Skip the mayo and those heavy sauces, they'll just make you bloated and mess with your sleep. It may not look flashy, but this isn't just some pantry fallback. It's a quiet ally that helps me wake up with less pain and more strength. And believe me, after years of stunt training, that makes a world of difference. Number 5, Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt might seem like your average snack, but believe me, it's anything but ordinary, especially if you're trying to hang on to muscle as the years go by. I started incorporating this into my nightly routine after reading up on its real benefits, and the results were impressive. Unlike regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is triple strained to remove most of the liquid whey. What's left behind is a thick, creamy powerhouse rich in casein protein, that same slow-digesting protein I talked about earlier with cottage cheese. It feeds your muscles gradually throughout the night. But here's where it gets even better. Greek yogurt also contains natural probiotics that support your gut health and a healthy dose of calcium, which helps your muscles contract properly and prevents those annoying nighttime cramps. There's a study backed by Spanish universities and published in Frontiers in Nutrition that showed older adults who ate high-protein Greek yogurt before bed saw a 26% boost in overnight muscle protein synthesis. But that's not all. Their mitochondrial activity and muscle tissue also improved. That means more energy, less fatigue, and a stronger start to the day. I grab half a cup of plain unsweetened Greek yogurt 30 to 45 minutes before bed. If you need to jazz it up a little, try what I do: add a sprinkle of cinnamon, some diced strawberries, or a splash of vanilla extract for flavor. And if you want to take it up a notch, stir in a teaspoon of chia seeds. They add fiber plant-based omega-3s and help you feel full longer. Simple. Yeah, but this little bowl is serious fuel for recovery, no fancy supplements needed. It's one of those quiet habits that really does the heavy lifting while you're sleeping. Number 4, warm milk with turmeric. Now, this took me back. Old school advice straight from your grandmother's kitchen, but with a modern twist that makes it a muscle-preserving powerhouse. You see, warm milk isn't just comforting. It's packed with high-quality protein, calcium, and tryptophan, a natural sleep promoter. But when you combine it with curcumin from turmeric, that's when the real magic happens. This combo doesn't just help you sleep better, it also helps reduce muscle inflammation that tends to creep in with age. There's some great science behind this too. A study published in Nutritional Neuroscience with support from Spanish researchers found that older adults who drank a protein-rich beverage before bed had a 32% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis. And when turmeric was added to the mix, participants experienced less joint pain and reduced stiffness in the mornings. Warm up 1 cup of milk. I usually go with organic or lactose-free cow's milk for easier digestion, just don't let it boil. Then stir in a 1/4 teaspoon of ground turmeric and a pinch of black pepper. It helps your body absorb the curcumin. If you want a smoother taste like I do, add a drop of honey to balance the flavor. Now, if dairy's not your thing, almond, oat, or soy milk can work as long as it's fortified with calcium and plant-based protein. But I'll be honest, cow's milk still has the strongest research backing when it comes to helping your body maintain muscle overnight. Because this isn't just about sleeping better, it's about giving your body the raw materials it needs to rebuild and grow stronger while you rest. That's what I do every night, set the stage for my body to repair, recover, and come back even better the next day. Number 3, almond butter. Let me tell you something, almond butter isn't just a tasty spread. For me, it became a nighttime powerhouse. Especially once I hit a point in my life where I had to be a little more strategic about holding on to strength while I sleep. Here's why it works. This stuff is loaded with healthy fats, plant-based proteins, magnesium, and vitamin E. That combo supports your body on several levels. It provides a steady source of energy through the night, reduces catabolic activity, that's when your body starts breaking down muscle for fuel, and helps your muscles stay relaxed while you sleep. I read a study in the journal Nutrients conducted by Spanish nutrition experts that showed something really eye-opening. Even a small dose of healthy fat before bed helped boost nitrogen retention by 17%, which is a key sign of how well your muscles are being preserved overnight. Plus, it helped lower nighttime cortisol levels. You know, that stress hormone that speeds up muscle loss as you age. Here's how I do it. I take 1 tablespoon of natural almond butter, no added sugar, no hydrogenated oils. If I'm feeling like I need a little more fiber, I'll spread it on a slice of whole grain bread. But most nights, I just take it straight. The magnesium not only supports muscle repair, it also helps calm the nervous system, which makes it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. If you deal with restless legs, muscle twitches, or keep waking up throughout the night, this could make a big difference. I don't go overboard with it. 1 well-timed spoonful is all it takes to help your body wake up stronger rather than sliding into weakness without you even noticing. Number 2, tart cherry juice. Now this next one, wow! I used to think it was just a trendy post-workout drink for athletes. Turns out tart cherry juice is one of the best-kept secrets for older adults who want better sleep and stronger muscles at the same time. The secret lies in its high level of anthocyanins, those powerful antioxidants that help repair muscle tissue and reduce inflammation in joints. But what really got me, tart cherries are one of the few natural sources of melatonin, the hormone that governs deep restorative sleep. In a study published by the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, researchers partnering with European experts found that older adults who drank tart cherry juice before bed had 33% less muscle soreness and slept 15% better than those given a placebo. That means deeper sleep, more growth hormone release, and ultimately more muscle protein synthesis during the night. Here's my move. I drink about 4 to 6 ounces, 120-180 ml of 100% pure tart cherry juice. No added sugar around 30 to 45 minutes before bed. If it feels too sour, I dilute it with water or sometimes add a squeeze of lemon. It softens the sharpness and actually brings out the flavor more. And if you're dealing with arthritis, chronic inflammation, or morning stiffness, this isn't just a drink. It's like giving your body a nightly reset button. This is more than hydration. It's a therapeutic regenerating tool in a glass. Number 1, whey protein shake. Now we've arrived at the most powerful tool in the kit. If there's one habit that made the biggest difference for me as I got older, it's this drinking a whey protein shake before bed. No gimmicks, no hype, just straight up science. Why does this work so well? Because whey protein is loaded with leucine, the most critical amino acid when it comes to turning on muscle protein synthesis. And here's the deal. When you hit your 60s, your body becomes less responsive to protein. You've got what's called anabolic resistance. That means you actually need more protein than someone younger just to get the same result. A clinical trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition involving several European research centers found that older adults who consumed 40 grams of whey protein before bed increased their overnight muscle synthesis by 22% and saw improvements in balance strength and recovery speed. And you know the best part? It's simple. No cooking, no cleanup. I mix 1 scoop of whey protein isolate with water or an unsweetened plant-based milk around 30 to 60 minutes before bed. If I want a thicker shake, I throw in half a banana, or sometimes even a spoonful of almond butter to slow the absorption and keep me full till morning. One thing I avoid those sugary mass gainer shakes. They spike your blood sugar and leave you bloated or groggy. This isn't about size, it's about clean, efficient nutrition that fuels repair. This one habit flipped the switch for me. Instead of waking up sore and weak, I started waking up stable, energized, and steady. And that's the truth most people miss. Muscle isn't just lost during workouts, it's lost during sleep if you don't fuel right. Every night you go to bed, you've got a choice. You can let your body slowly eat away at its own muscle stores, or you can feed it what it needs to repair, rebuild, and come back stronger. I've shown you the top 8 muscle-saving foods I use to fight off age-related muscle loss. Cottage cheese with slow-release casein to keep your muscles nourished all night. Hard-boiled eggs full of complete proteins and leucine to trigger growth. Tuna in olive oil rich in omega-3s and protein to fight inflammation and support repair. Greek yogurt with probiotics and calcium for muscle function and energy. Warm milk with turmeric for deep sleep and anti-inflammatory recovery. Almond butter for healthy fats and magnesium that calm and restore. Tart cherry juice for antioxidants, reduced pain, and better sleep. And finally, whey protein, the most effective muscle builder with rock-solid scientific backing. These aren't trends. They're battle-tested strategies backed by research and results from thousands of older adults who decided not to fade out but to power up. You don't need to change your whole diet. Just add 1 or 2 of these before bed. Stick with it, and you'll start waking up with less pain, more strength, better balance, and a renewed sense of control over your body and life. Picture this getting out of bed without stiffness, walking steady, without fear, feeling sharp and alive. Not like you're declining, but like you're just getting started. That's not fantasy, that's applied science. And it all starts with the small choice you make before your head hits the pillow. You're not too old to get stronger, not even close. So now it's your move. Which food are you going to try tonight? Drop it in the comments. Your story might be the exact spark someone else needs.